I did end up going back to my old way of cutting down there, and hauling it out with a vehicle. When I tried running it out with the tractor in lengths, I found I really, I was cutting it 8 feet because that's as wide as I go. Even that was pushing it. I had to do some really fancy driving to get out of there. But by only going 8 feet long, I couldn't get a lot on there. Plus, with the tractor without the loader on it, the weight way in the back on the bale forks made it really light in the front end. Going up some of them steep hills, you're just kind of skipping the front wheels. Well, that's hard to steer. I was hoping to get away from handling it any more than I have to, but it's a lot more efficient to do it this way than fighting, going up and down them hills and stuff. Plus, with this, I was able to take a kind of a shortcut and knock a little distance off it. So this is how I'll keep doing it. And with my old 55, I used 1 tank of fuel to cut this load. Now this is a 7-foot box, but that's heavy stuff. So it's good solid oak. So it'll work. If I take it took me like a couple hours to cut this load and get it loaded and get it home. If I can do a load or 2 a day, I should get enough done before the weather turns. The vehicle, it's a lot of weight, but the vehicle can certainly handle the weight. I actually even thought about putting, I could go like a foot sideboards on it, get a little more on. But I'm only going, a couple miles. It doesn't really pay to overload it too much. So, I was trying to avoid having to do it this way because you end up, you're cutting them, picking them up, stacking them, and then I get home, I got to unload them. Just a lot of handling. But it's kind of hard to get away from the handling no matter how you do it. But I was hoping to postpone it kind of, because right now, my back had been bothering. It's a little better. I can kind of do this. I just have to take it kind of easy. But I'll get her this way. See how I feel tomorrow if my back is bothering. But I can get a lot of wood. This is really good wood too. So it'll be easy splitting, because like I say, a lot of these, when you look at a piece like this, you split her one time, that'll be great. But it's small enough where you could actually throw this in, it'd be good overnight. You put a couple of these in, it'd be good overnight. But it's exhausting. But you gotta get it done sometime. And it's a lot easier doing it now because, like I say, if you get snow on it, I can't get out of there. The other thing, I wish I could have got at it before I put the roof on. Because I've got to snake around back in there, and the roof kind of wrecks the visibility. Though it does help in that I can pile and not worry about it falling on me. If I don't have the roof on, I got to be kind of careful or I'll have them fall on me. So it's a toss-up. But a lot of times to get back in there, I put it in low range and reverse, it'll just creep, and then I get out of the vehicle, walk alongside and steer it, and just get ready when I get back into where I want to be, just flip the ignition off. It looks a little crazy, but it just creeps, when you got it in that low range. That's the best way to get it around back in there. At least I didn't run into anything today. Because it is hard, you really got to plan your route back in there. But I'll get another load tomorrow. Keep at her. Because, that's, 2 hours I can burn for at least 2 weeks on this. So it's worth doing it this way. that tractor, like I say, I just couldn't get enough on it to make it worthwhile. Otherwise, I'd hoped to bring them home in lengths. Now that works all right in my pasture here, but when I got to come that far on those narrow trails and up steep hills, I really can't get enough on at a time. This I can load as full as I can, you know, and I can still climb out of there. So I'll keep doing it this way.